You're listening to the Stewart Media and Entertainment Network, home of the #1 sports talk show on the planet, The Doug Stewart Show.
This is a revolution in radio, the realest, trillest sports talk show in America, The Doug Stewart Show.
Broadcasting live Monday through Friday, 10 a.m. to noon Eastern Time, exclusively on the Stewart Media and Entertainment Network.
This is sports talk for the people.
Follow Stewart Media and Entertainment right now on Facebook to stay connected and locked in for upcoming events like the Couples and Cocktails series, viewing parties, and much, much more. Up next, get ready to ride raw with the Doug Stewart Show.
This is sports talk with hot sauce, Texas Pete hot sauce, the Doug Stewart Show.
Exclusively on the Stewart Media and Entertainment Network.
Yes! The wait is finally over. Baseball season is here at last, and the excitement continues all season long at DraftKings.com, the official daily fantasy partner of Major League Baseball. Daily fantasy means no season-long commitments, just instant cash, instant gratification. Why wait until the end of the season to claim victory when you can win huge cash every day? At DraftKings, it's like a brand new season every time you play. Just select 2 pitchers and 8 position players, stay under the salary cap, and you could be on your way to an enormous payday. Last year, Peter from Colorado won $1 million at DraftKings in one day, just playing fantasy baseball. Hundreds of thousands of fantasy sports fans just like you have already cashed in at DraftKings. Now it's your turn. Hurry to DraftKings.com now and enter promo code SPREAKER to play for free. You could win part of $300 million in prizes being awarded this season. Use promo code SPREAKER for free entry now at DraftKings.com. DraftKings.com, that's DraftKings.com. This your boy Doug Stewart for my folks at System 5 Electronics. They're proud to offer my listeners here in the Metro Atlanta area all the way down to Macon, Georgia, the most affordable home security monitoring systems, featuring smart solutions for that busy lifestyle you lead for as low as $16.50 per month. Here's some of the reasons why you should choose System 5.
Hi, I'm Maceo Brown, President and CEO of System 5 Electronics. We take pride in making sure that security is the #1 thing that we do. And thanks to you, the customer that has supported us, we have grown this company in Southwest Atlanta where we're creating jobs and opportunities.
Not only is their monitoring station here in Atlanta, but they also install the most advanced, up-to-date alarm systems where you can access cameras, lights, door locks, thermostats, and other devices remotely with your smartphone. 24/7 technical support, plus the lowest service call fees in the business. And check this, you own the security alarm system once it's installed. And you get direct access to the owner if you ever got a problem, Mr. Maceo Brown. Click on the banner on the Doug Stewart Show website or app for more details, or give them a call at 404-756-0736. Again, that's 404-756-0736, or online at System5ElectronicsInc.com. That's System5ElectronicsInc.com.
You will not be able to lose yourself on Skag and skip out for beer during commercials because the revolution will not be televised.
Do you want that real sports talk? Unfiltered, unsanitized? Well, you have found it. This is a revolution in radio. The realest, trillest sports talk show in America. The Doug Stewart Show. This is sports talk for the people. Yeah! What's happening? What up, people? It's your boy, Doug Stewart, man. Thank you so much for joining me on my show. The number to the show is 404-382-0338, but bring it back one more time. Ow! I love when I go, ow! Yeah. Throwback Thursday. What up to all my Stewies? What up, Stewies? Everybody in the chat room already getting comfortable. It is a Throwback Thursday, April 9th, 2015. And the number to the show is 404-382-0338. You can also email me at doug@thedougsstewartshow.com. But the way to be totally interactive and show all your interactiveness-ness-ness is on the chat room or in the chat room on Spreaker.com. Go to Spreaker. If you're probably on Spreaker right now if you're listening to the show. But go to Spreaker, follow the show, and then jump in the chat room and be totally interactive. Yeah. Yeah, you need to download the Spreaker app, which is very simple. Download the Spreaker app, as well as download the Doug Stewart Show app in iTunes and your app store on Android. We're all over the place, man. And also give me a favorable rating on iTunes, man. That helps in getting the show more visibility, this, that, and the other. So thank you very much for tuning in today to the Doug Stewart Show. All right, so what are we going to get into today, man? Very eventful yesterday, still reeling from the conversation on yesterday. As a matter of fact, I got a couple of chat messages I might even go back and read from yesterday because there was so much I wasn't able to get to it. So I might even do that today. Celebrity birthdays, we do that every single day as well. We're going to talk about the Cleveland Cavaliers. They've locked down that second spot. Are they the team to beat? I need to back up. The Masters starts today, man. Yeah. And I realized yesterday we got some golf haters that listen to the Doug Stewart Show. Now, I'm not really going to be mad at you because, I mean, I really didn't understand or get it, the whole golf thing when I was growing up as well. So I'm not mad at anybody that's not a fan of golf. I'll just say this, man. Ever since Tiger Woods came on the scene and started doing what he did and with the fist pumps and, Tiger was kind of like an athlete playing golf. See, because before Tiger, golfers really weren't looked at as athletes really, and they still aren't for the most part. I mean, most of them are just dudes that have a great skill set and how to hit a ball and understands geometry and angles and all of that type of stuff, man. But since Tiger came along, he's changed the whole game, and he's made it more fan-friendly and brought a lot of new people to the game of golf, me in particular. So I love it. I absolutely love it. And if Tiger's, in contention, then it's even better. And so the Masters starts today, and I know a lot of people listening to this show aren't really big golf fans, but it's probably the biggest story going on in the world of sports. So here's a question I'll ask you. I'll just throw this question out at you. Are you a golf fan? All right, this is kind of like a Dougie Daily. Are you a golf fan? And if you're not, why? Just give me the reason why. If you would have asked me this question, I don't know, 15, 20 years ago, I'd have been like, it's just boring as hell. And I get that. And if you are a golf fan, if you just became a golf fan, like, how did that happen? For me, it was, in effect, as I just said, Tiger Woods kind of made it cool. I mean, listen, let's be honest. He's like the only brother on the tour. So that kind of, sparked my interest. Started paying attention, and the guy dominated, and the rest is history. Started playing. And there was kind of like a period of time in my life where I was playing basketball, a couple times a week, every Sunday for a couple of years. And I guess I still had that youthness about me, and I can still do it. And I can still do it right now, but it's going to be a lot harder. It's going to be a lot harder to wake up and not be sore the very next day. But there was a transition where me and all my boys, we went from playing basketball weekly, a couple times a week, to somebody said they bought some golf clubs. And then another guy said they bought some golf clubs. And then they said, let's go and let's play golf together. It wasn't just on the range hitting balls, and you're listening to the Doug Stewart Show. It was like, let's play a round of golf. And now, pretty much 90% of my crew that used to play ball here in the ATL, and we were very active, and we were guys that grew up playing sports our entire lives. We all are old and playing golf now. So are you a golf fan? That's the Dougie Daily question. Are you a golf fan? Why not? I remember Vern from Jersey, his crazy ass called up here yesterday talking about he hate golf, this, that, and the other. And a lot of people feel like that. Once again, I was like that. I didn't get it. The game is pretty boring. The game is pretty boring if there's not a storyline. I understand that. And it's definitely boring if you've never played before. But when you play, I mean, it's just phenomenal. It's addicting. And the crazy thing about it is that 90% of the time we're making bad shots, talking about the hackers, people that aren't professionals. But what happens is when you hit one good shot, then all is forgotten. And then you're hooked. And then you want to go buy clubs. And then you want to buy expensive-ass equipment and everything that goes with it and look nice on the golf course. So you got to buy clothes and shoes and this, that, and the other. And it's absolutely crazy, man. But today is probably the biggest day. Well, not probably. It is the biggest day in the year for golfers, man. The Masters starting today. Tiger Woods tees off a little bit later today. And we'll see what he does. Are you rooting for Tiger? Are you rooting for Tiger is another question I'll throw out to you as well. We're also going to talk more about Aaron Hernandez. Derrick Rose is back. Yes. We'll get into that. And there's a couple of interesting little entertainment stories out there today, man, that we got to talk about. That dude Young Thug's in the news. That's crazy, man. I don't get Young Thug. I just don't get the Young Thug guy. I mean, I don't get it, but he's in the news. We'll talk about that. And then a lot. Lifestyle. That's all I know. And I've seen people try to parody this guy, Young Thug, man, and I don't understand a damn word he's saying, but it sounds kind of good at the other end. It sounds kind of good, so we'll talk about that and everything else going on in the world of sports. Also today, man, it's kind of like a free-fall, anything that you want to talk about in earnest. Like, you can throw out a topic out there, and I'll read a lot of chat today on the Doug Stewart Show. And whatever you throw out in the chat room, something, outside the scope of what I've already talked about, we can get into it. That's what we'll do. We will get into every single thing that you want to today. 404-382-0338 is the number to the show. You can also email me at doug@thedougstewartshow.com. Have you told one person about the Doug Stewart Show? The most interactive, the most fun, the most crazy, the most unbelievable, spellbounding show in America? Have you? If you haven't, shame on you. Ask somebody in the chat room how we get down around here. If you're new to the show, and I know we got a lot of new listeners because we're doing some marketing, some different style type of marketing, and so every day we get new listeners. And if you're a new listener to the show, once again, this is your boy Doug Stewart, one half of the Two Live Stews. My brother is retired right now. Speaking of which, played golf with him yesterday, him and my nephews, which was crazy. I'll tell you more about that later. But if you're a new listener to the Doug Stewart Show, man, it's the Two Live Stews, but it's just one stew. All right, and one stew is better than no stew anytime. If you don't believe me, just watch me. Yes, sir. Woo! I mean, who else loves life more than me on radio? Nobody. To quote the great John Harbaugh, nobody. All right, when we get back from the break, man, I think the Cleveland Cavaliers, I think they might get that chip this year, man. The first year with LeBron James back in town. We will talk about that. We will take your phone calls, read your chat. Don't go away. This is the Doug Stewart Show. You've been thinking about starting that online store, right? And you do know e-commerce makes billions a year. That's right. I said billions with a B, okay? A B. Well, just do it and do it right with my friends at AmeriCommerce. AmeriCommerce is an easy-to-use tool to sell anything online, on Facebook, and through mobile phones. Over 100,000 merchants and website owners have chosen AmeriCommerce to handle their stores and customers. They have the most in-depth features in the industry, which include multiple storefronts, website management from one console, a Facebook shopping application, a mobilized, optimized website, and much more. Don't let eBay, Amazon, and Zappos get all the money. Get your piece of the pie, too. Click on their banner link on the DougStewartShow.com or the app link for more details. First of all, thank you for listening to the Doug Stewart Show. Now, if you've been listening for a while, you know that we've grown exponentially over the first couple of months. Whether that's listens, whether that's followers, we're blowing up, and you can be a part of it. If you have a company out there and you like to promote on the Doug Stewart Show, we'd love to partner with you. Here's what you do. Email me at doug@thedougstewartshow.com. Once again, that's doug@thedougstewartshow.com. Whether that's locally, regionally, or nationally, we can get the word out. What you're talking about is middle-aged dudes that love sports and love exciting sports talk. Once again, email me at doug@thedougstewartshow.com. That's doug@thedougstewartshow.com, and we will put you out there, all right? That's doug@thedougstewartshow.com. Let's do some business. Yes! The wait is finally over. Baseball season is here at last, and the excitement continues all season long at DraftKings.com, the official daily fantasy partner of Major League Baseball. Daily fantasy means no season-long commitments, just instant cash, instant gratification. Why wait until the end of the season to claim victory when you can win huge cash every day? At DraftKings, it's like a brand new season every time you play. Just select 2 pitchers and 8 position players, stay under the salary cap, and you could be on your way to an enormous payday. Last year, Peter from Colorado won $1 million at DraftKings in one day, just playing fantasy baseball. Hundreds of thousands of fantasy sports fans just like you have already cashed in at DraftKings. Now it's your turn. Hurry to DraftKings.com now and enter promo code SPREAKER to play for free. You could win part of $300 million in prizes being awarded this season. Use promo code SPREAKER for free entry now at DraftKings.com. DraftKings.com, that's DraftKings.com. If you're not Stewart, what in the hell are you doing? This is the Doug Stewart Show. And it is a Throwback Thursday. April 9th, 2015. And this segment is brought to you by System 5 Electronics. Yes, sir. Shouts out to my folks at System 5 Electronics. They're proud to offer my listeners in the Atlanta area the most affordable home security monitoring systems featuring smart solutions for your busy lifestyle for as low as $16.50 per month. That's right. Protect your house, protect your family with all the latest and greatest gadgets and updates to security systems with my folks at System 5. They've been in business for over 25 years. If you got a problem with anything with your security alarm system, all you need to do is ask to the guy that runs the whole thing, the owner, the operator, the CEO, the man, the myth, the legend, Mr. Maceo Brown. Yes, sir. Yeah, Maceo Brown's his name. Does mama call Maceo? I'm going to call Maceo. Kiss myself. Yeah, Maceo Brown, man. So check them out online at System5electronicsinc.com. Fantastic company, man. Great customer service. Make sure you tell them that the Doug Stewart Show sent you. So I threw out kind of, we abstract around here. I mean, we talk football and basketball 90% of the time and boxing and all the other sports, man. Today is the day for golf. And I know it pisses a lot of y'all off in the chat room that are listening to the show because you're not big golf fans. But today is the first round of the Masters, the first day of the Masters, and so I'm having a little golf conversation going on. Are you rooting for Tiger Woods? Do you think Tiger Woods is going to make the cut? Do you think Tiger Woods is done? Are you a fan of golf? Do you hate golf like I used to? And I'm talking golf. That's your Dougie Daily question, is golf in general. 404-382-0338 is the number to the show. You can also email me at doug@thedougstewartshow.com. Quickly, though, last night, the Cleveland Cavaliers, man, they wrap up the second seed in the Eastern Conference by beating the Milwaukee Bucks 104-99. Oh, boy. Yeah. So right now, their record is 51-27. And you know they started off slow. A lot of things hadn't been working. And really, I still wouldn't say that they're clicking on all cylinders. Kevin Love right now is getting to Kevin Love form, the guy that we thought we would see in Cleveland after coming over from Minnesota in a blockbuster deal. So once again, if you look at their starting five, man, and the fact that they got the second seed in the East, and that in all likelihood they're probably going to play the Atlanta Hawks in the playoffs in the final round, the Eastern Conference Finals. clearly, I don't even need to see the Vegas odds or anything like that, and you're listening to the Doug Stewart Show, the Cleveland Cavaliers are the team to beat, I believe. You could probably make the argument for the San Antonio Spurs, who are starting to play good right now, but they're older. You can also make the argument for the Golden State Warriors because they're younger and they got a bunch of great players and they got the best record in basketball. But I think LeBron James' history and his experience in the playoffs and the fact that he's probably one of the top 3 or 4 players to ever play the game of basketball, still young, still got a lot of spring in his step, with the additions of Kevin Love and Timothy Mozgov at the center position and Kyrie Irving and J.R. Smith, that sharpshooter. I think Cleveland's the team to beat, man. I think Cleveland is the team to beat. Wait. Give me a second. I think the Cleveland Cavaliers are the team to beat in this year's NBA Finals, man. Do you agree with me or not? Once again, I think I probably said at the start of the season that San Antonio would win another ring. I don't know, man. I don't know. Kawhi Leonard is fantastic. He's starting to play good right now, has had a lot of issues with injuries this year, but they're starting to gel. So I guess technically, it's between Cleveland and San Antonio. I don't know, though. I don't know, man. And it's crazy that I'm talking like this because I was the biggest LeBron James quote-unquote hater on radio and TV over the last couple of years. But I've turned around. I've changed my whole thought process on LeBron. I've forgiven him. He's come back home. He's coming home. He's coming home, all of that stuff. And so I'm back to being a fan. And not even being a fan, I just think this team right now, man, with the players that they have, man, looking at their squad, looking at their bench even. The bench isn't even that bad. Amon Shumpert coming off the bench, Kendrick Perkins, he's stealing money, but still, they got some depth on that bench as well, man. I think Cleveland's the team to beat. What are your thoughts? 404-382-0338 is the number to the show. You can also email me at doug@thedougstewartshow.com. Let me talk quickly about these birthdays before I start reading your chat messages on Spreaker.com. Ryan Williams, Dallas Cowboy running back, is 26 years old today. Happy birthday to him. Another Ryan Kelly, plays for the Lakers right now. He turns 25 years old today. And you know who else had a birthday today? This is a great American in my mind. The great Hugh Hefner celebrates a birthday today. And I'm going to read this quote here from Tree. Tree sent me some of these birthdays. She sends me the birthdays daily. So let me read the little note she attached to Hugh Hefner. I bet his man parts are like a can of uncooked Hungry Jack biscuits.
That's right.
Oh, you put
he
smile.
Ain't right
and I'm sorry. I didn't read the last part. You said smile. Don't read that on air. I'm sorry, Tree.
Mm-hmm. I'm sure you are.
His man parts look like a can of uncooked Hungry Jack biscuits. Y'all know how Hungry Jack biscuits come out the can, right? When you push that little tab and they pop out and they all bunch together. Is that what you saying his man parts look like, Tree?
The whole visual of someone that was so active.
Well,
let
me ask you this question though, because Hugh Hefner, he kind of reminds me of one of those eccentrics. Okay, and me and my boys have had this argument before, and you're listening to the Doug Stewart Show. Do you really think Hugh Hefner has been slaying all of them chicks over these last 50 years at the Playboy Mansion, or do you think he just likes them hanging around? Like some type of perv. You think he's like one of those voyeur guys, or you really think he's been laying the pipe? And maybe I shouldn't have said that to you, Tree. I apologize.
I mean,
that's kind of disrespectful.
I
could have come up with a better way to say that. Do you think Hugh Hefner has been having relations with all these women all these years, day in and day out?
I think that when you constantly are talking about that, you probably don't even have the material that is needed. So he probably has to come up with other ways to engage.
Right.
Yeah, I'm not seeing, like, his biscuit, like, Hungry Jack has the large can. He probably has the short can, like that one that only has 5 biscuits as opposed to the 10-pack.
Right, the 10-pack. Oh, yeah. Oh, Tree, you
Yeah.
know good and well that these pervs that we got to listen to this show right now in the chat room are going crazy right now. You know that, right? You
But
know that, right?
89 years old, like with a smoking jacket on.
First it was Riding Raw. That's legendary already. And now you're talking about Hungry Jack 10-pack of biscuits as far as endowment.
Well, one of the people that I seek wisdom from on marriage, she kind of gave me that. She's older, and she talked about, her marriage and what maybe could end up happening. And That's where I came up with that Hungry Jack analogy.
That's funny. Also, today, Keisha Knight Pulliam, 36 years old. Rudy, 36 years old. Or is it 37? I'm sorry, 37. She turns 37 today. You know her from Cosby Show. Rudy grew up kind of fine. She grew up nice. Jasmine Sullivan, 28. You know that crazy-ass chick that got that song, Bust the Windows Out Your Car? Not a fan of that. I'm not a fan of any chick inciting a riot in her music. I am not a fan of that at all. So she's 29 years old today. And Dennis Quaid, 61 years old today. So happy birthday to him. What did Dennis Quaid appear in? Tree, do you know?
Traffic. I know that's one of them.
What?
And like when I looked at the movies he appeared in, I knew you didn't see it with your pro Malcolm X self.
What are you talking about? What movie did he appear in that I remember?
He was in Traffic. Like, that's probably the only one that you would know.
Yeah, and I don't even remember the role he played in Traffic. I know the name. I mean, like, Dennis Quaid is a Hollywood name. Just like Burt Reynolds or something like that. Dennis Quaid is a famous name, and I probably will go back and look at some of the things he's done and probably recognize something. But
Did you see the movie with the surfer girl that got her arm bitten off by a shark but was still surfing?
No, hell no.
Okay, see, yeah.
What movie was that? What was it called?
Soul Surfer, and it was she's like a competitive surfer, even though she has one arm.
And there was a movie about her.
Yeah, he was the dad in that, but I knew you didn't. Yeah.
No, I mean that's good. That's fine. I mean, a lot of these people are much more versed than you gave me credit for, Tree. And you're listening to the Doug Stewart Show. Much more worldly than you believe, I'm from the country now, but trust me, I know a lot of stuff. I mean, I'm kind of like a pop culture, trivia type guy, watch Jeopardy all the time, so I know about these type of stuff. I don't know just about all of the black movies or whatever. I'm a fan of movies and TV and entertainment. I mean, hell, give me a little bit more credit. I know who Dennis Quaid is. Hell, I know who Jack Ritter was. I should know who Dennis Quaid was.
Sorry.
All right.
You watch Jeopardy?
Of course.
Oh my God. Do you think Alex Trebek is rude as hell?
He's been doing it for a long ass time, man. It's probably a hassle for him at this point.
He is a jerk.
He's been doing it for what, 30-something years?
Yeah,
a long ass time.
Like, he's so condescending. Like, me and my kids watch Jeopardy. We always say what he's really trying to say. Like, when he replies, especially when you get it wrong, he'll say something, and then my kids and I will be like, what he really wanted to say was every time. We love Jeopardy.
Yeah. He's a curmudgeon. You can tell off camera. He's probably an a-hole. I'm telling you. All right, when we get back from the break, man, Aaron Hernandez, I told you yesterday that even if he beats this case right now, he still ain't going on them streets. He ain't going home. He's not going home. But there's even more to the story, man. This dude ain't never getting out of jail. We'll talk about that. I'll read some of your chat. Don't go away. This is the Doug Stewart Show. First of all, thank you for listening to the Doug Stewart Show. Now, if you've been listening for a while, you know that we've grown exponentially over the first couple of months. Whether that's listens, whether that's followers, we're blowing up, and you can be a part of it. If you have a company out there and you like to promote on the Doug Stewart Show, we'd love to partner with you. Here's what you do. Email me at doug@thedougstewartshow.com. Once again, that's doug@thedougstewartshow.com. Whether that's locally, regionally, or nationally, we can get the word out. What you're talking about is middle-aged dudes that love sports and love exciting sports talk. Once again, email me at doug@thedougstewartshow.com. That's doug@thedougstewartshow.com, and we will put you out there, all right? That's doug@thedougstewartshow.com. Let's do some business. Yes!
The best of the Doug Stewart Show.
Now, two things, and you're listening to the Doug Stewart Show. First of all, you're going to have us to believe, Shayana Jenkins, you're going to have us to believe that you, a black woman, didn't look inside of this damn box. That's a lie. And then the second big part of this whole thing is you. Come on, Tree. Come on, Tree. What black woman you know in America is going to be told to do something nefarious sounding like that and not take a peek inside the damn box?
You better stop.
You stop. And the second thing Shayana's going to have us to believe is that you took this box that you didn't look in, and you being a black woman, you took this box and don't know where you dumped it at? You discarded this secret box and don't know where? Come on, man. And another thing about black women, and you're listening to the Doug Stewart Show, and I'm an expert on black women. All of the black women I know, and I've had this conversation about, about this Aaron Hernandez trial, and what do you think that his girlfriend's going to do when she testifies, this, that, and the other. Everybody that I talk to, and I kind of get the feeling from talking to black women that they ain't trying to do no time for nobody. Yes.
Monday through Friday, 10 a.m. to noon Eastern. The Doug Stewart Show. Sports talk. Straight. No chaser.
This your boy Doug Stewart for my folks at System 5 Electronics. They're proud to offer my listeners here in the metro Atlanta area, all the way down to Macon, Georgia, the most affordable home security monitoring systems, featuring smart solutions for that busy lifestyle you lead for as low as $16.50 per month. Here's some of the reasons why you should choose System 5.
Hi, I'm Maceo Brown, President and CEO of System 5 Electronics. We take pride in making sure that security is the number one thing that we do. And thanks to you, the customer that has supported us, we have grown this company in Southwest Atlanta, where we're creating jobs and opportunities.
Not only is their monitoring station here in Atlanta, but they also install the most advanced, up-to-date alarm systems where you can access cameras, lights, door locks, thermostats, and other devices remotely with your smartphone. 24/7 technical support, plus the lowest service call fees in the business. And check this. You own the security alarm system once it's installed. And you get direct access to the owner if you ever got a problem, Mr. Maceo Brown. Click on the banner on the Doug Stewart Show website or app for more details, or give them a call at 404-756-0736. Again, that's 404-756-0736, or online at System5electronicsinc.com. That's System5electronicsinc.com. This is the Doug Stewart Show. I'm going to read a lot of your chat here in a second. I got kind of like a mini emergency going on as we speak. So about an hour before the show started, I pick up my phone and my phone ain't working. What? Huh? Yeah. My iPhone 6 ain't working. Like, it won't cut on. It's not working. And if you're like me, and you're listening to the Doug Stewart Show, if you're like me, literally your whole life revolves around your phone. And especially for me, because I use it for a lot of business and a lot of contacts and this, that, and the other. Like I literally use my phone probably 90% more than the average person does, because it's tied to the show. I use it for a lot of stuff. And the freaking phone ain't working. It's not working. It's not like the battery's dead or it needs to be charged or anything like that. It's not working. It won't cut on. It's not working. And in 2015, for a dude like me, that is an emergency. That is an emergency. And then I try to get online. To make an appointment with the Apple Store, and that's like pulling teeth. They don't want to talk to you. Have you ever had to go to Apple and you try to make an appointment online? It used to be pretty easy, but right now I can't even find a way to set an appointment at the Apple Store. And then you know what happens after that. You try to set an appointment. You can't even get in that day. It's a couple of days. I'm going up there today. I am going up there today, and somebody's going to have to talk to me. I mean, this is unbelievable. Like, imagine life without your phone. Imagine life without your phone. And once again, this is 2015, and it's much different than 20 years ago. Our whole lives, schedules, all the apps that you use for productivity, everything is involved with your phone. And right now, I've got a little issue going on my phone. It's not little. This is a big thing. This is a huge thing. Yeah. Somebody hit me in the chat room and let me know if there's something going on with Apple phones right now. Tree said that I should have updated something yesterday, and I didn't update anything yesterday. So right now, this is bad. 404-382-0338 is the number to the show. You can also email me at doug@thedougstewartshow.com. All right, so Aaron Hernandez, there was not a verdict that came down yesterday on his trial. So we're expecting that to happen at any point, probably today as well. I told you yesterday how even if he beats this case that he's charged for right now on Olin Lloyd, his friend, he's probably never, ever going to see the light of day, or at least anytime soon. He's already charged with a couple of other murders in Massachusetts as well. And then here's something else that I didn't even know about. When searching Hernandez's North Attleboro home during the Lloyd murder investigation, police found a Toyota Camry in the garage with a Hungarian FEG rifle inside. Hernandez did not have a license to own that gun and is often referred to as an AK-47, basically a bootleg AK-47. He faces 18 months to 5 years on that charge alone, according to the Bristol County District Attorney's Office. So, yeah, not only does he have this case going on with Olin Lloyd, that I believe he did. I mean, I've seen crazier things happen, but he may beat this thing. But then he's got the other murders as well, where a drive-by shooting, supposedly they can put him on the scene, and they've got witnesses to say that he did. The guy that he shot in the face, his friend, and it's an ongoing theme with this guy, Aaron Hernandez. His friend that he shot in the face that didn't die, that lost an eye, is going to testify that Aaron Hernandez was the trigger man in this drive-by shooting that killed two other guys. All right, that dude's going to testify against Aaron Hernandez. At first, he didn't want to do it. He wouldn't comply. He wouldn't respond to any of the allegations and the questions, the accusations from the police. And so now he's had a change of heart, and I guess he feels like that, hell, this dude's killing all of his friends. He'll probably come back and try to kill me. And so now he's willing to testify. Guy's name is Bradley. And so, yeah, not only does he have another murder trial that he's going to have to answer to, but even if that goes away, miraculously, he beats 3 murder trials, then he's still a mandatory sentence for this illegal AK-47 that he had in his trunk in his car in Bristol, Connecticut. Wow, crazy. 404-382-0338 is the number to the show. You can also email me at doug@thedougstewartshow.com. Let me read some of your chat from J-Rob. Tiger will make the cut. He said he worked his ass off, sun up to sundown. Yeah, but he said that many, many times before over the last couple of years. And let me make sure I clarify myself. Clarify myself for the record. I hope that Tiger Woods makes the cut. I hope that Tiger Woods is in contention on Sunday. I hope Tiger Woods wins this thing. But do I think it's going to happen? Probably not, based on what I've seen of Tiger off the last couple of months and starting this season. He's just not the same guy. Physically, he's not the same guy. Psychologically, he's not the same guy. When he starts to make bad shots, he starts making excuses, and things start to hurt. So I have no faith in Tiger Woods' proclamations that he's ready and he's healthy and he's going to do the damn thing. I have no faith in that at all. Am I wishing the best for him? Yes, absolutely. I would love to be for Tiger to be in contention on Sunday where I can sit back and with a couple of beers and just watch Tiger make a run for a Masters championship. I would love that. I doubt it's going to happen, though. As a matter of fact, I would think more right now that he's not going to make the cut than he's going to even qualify for winning the Masters or be in contention for winning the Masters. I just don't believe in him right now. Hope I'm wrong, but I just don't believe in him. From James Cooper, you have to play golf to really appreciate watching it. Oh, yeah, 100%. And it's hard to explain to people how hard the sport is. And you would think that if you're a good athlete, you could play golf. I mean, you don't really need to be an athlete to play golf. I mean, you see Fuzzy Zeller, you see Phil Mickelson with man boobs out there winning tournaments. You see a lot of guys that got no athletic skill at all. Can't dribble a basketball, can't hit a baseball, can't tackle anybody on the football field. But it's all about math, man. If your club face, and this is a quick explanation of hitting a golf ball in its simplest form. If your club face is a half to a quarter-inch degree off from hitting the golf ball at the exact impact position, then the ball's going to go left or right. It's as simple as that. So that's why it's so unbelievable how good these pros are, how straight they hit their shots. Do you know how many balls? This is not an exaggeration. I probably, myself, one of the biggest hackers in the history of hackers, have probably hit about, I'm going to guess 40,000 golf balls, man, at the golf range. I don't know. I don't know where that number came from. I'll hit a couple hundred balls, man, 2-3 times a week, man. Many weeks out of the year. Can you imagine how many golf balls these guys have hit to be as good as they are? I mean, and that's the difference. Amateurs, we'll hit a golf shot every now and then. These guys hit good golf shots 80, 90% of the time. Yeah, to appreciate it, really, you have to have gotten out there and hit a couple of balls, man. Leon, I'm a Tiger golf fan. Ronald Cameron, Levon Bell, you big dummy. Le'Veon Bell, you big dummy. Vince Wright, I'm married into a golfing family and fortunate that my father-in-law owns a golf course. So I picked up the game. Damn, Vince, you a baller. Yo, daddy own a golf course?
Right.
or
he
not
is
your,
going to Minnesota, Douglas.
Not your daddy. Your father-in-law owns a golf course? I mean, and you married his baby? Ooh,
that's dope.
That's live.
I love it.
That's fantastic.
I'm rich.
I'm rich, bitch. That's unbelievable, Vince. Good for you, brother. She got a sister? Oh, man. Scotty, I started watching golf when Tiger started playing. I started playing after listening to you and Ryan. That's funny. From Fred Matt, golf would be better if there was more of us to root for. Other than Tiger, the closest thing we have is VJ. Laugh out loud. Yeah, that's crazy, man. Calvin Pete, Lee Elder, man, 40 years ago. And it's crazy that the only black person on the golf course, the only black dude on the PGA is Tiger Woods. Is there another one that I just don't know about? If there is, I mean, he ain't winning no damn tournaments. Yeah. And that's unbelievable, man, that golf really, and that there aren't more black golfers on the PGA Tour. Now, one of my frat brothers was the National Black Golfer of the Year a couple of years in a row when I was in college, named Martin Roach, and he's a fantastic golf player. And in having conversations about it, he tried to get on the tour. A big part of getting on the PGA Tour is you got to have sponsors. And I don't know exactly how it works. He tried to explain it to me one time, but you could be good, and there's a lot of dudes that you know that shoot par, that are scratch golfers, but they ain't on the PGA Tour. So not only is it about stamina and being consistent and hitting good shots, but you have to have financial backing to play on the for lack of a better term, for the minor league golf circuit. I forgot what they call it. Back in the day, it used to be the Nike Tour. But you have to have sponsors to actually get into and play in these tournaments as an amateur. You do. And so I remember he tried to solicit funds from people in our fraternity and from personal relationships and sponsors or whatever, and they could never come together, so he couldn't continue to play golf. And this is a guy that'll go out and shoot 72, 73, consistently. And there's so many great golfers. I talked earlier about how hard it is to be a professional golfer, but at the same time, there's a lot of great players out there, man, guys that shoot low 70s all the time that don't even have a chance to get on the professional golf tour, man. Not even a chance. There's a lot of politics that go behind it as well. Tiger Woods was a guy that had a fantastic, great game, and Tiger Woods is very commercial. Tiger Woods is a guy that you can sell to anybody. You know what I'm saying? Came from a great family, great smile, great education, and so that's part of it as well. Yeah, it ain't just you play great golf and you own the PGA Tour. It don't work like that, man. It just does not work like that. 443820338 is the number to the show. You can also email me at Doug@thedougstewartshow.com. Unlike most other sports, it's all about what happens on the court, on the field, or on the diamond. No, there's politics and there's money involved with you even being given the chance to participate in professional golf, man. It's not that simple. All right, we get back from the break. I'm going to read more of your chat. Sports talk with hot sauce. Guy talk with hot sauce. The Doug Stewart Show. Don't go away. System 5 Electronics is proud to offer my listeners in the Atlanta area the most affordable home security monitoring systems, featuring smart solutions for your busy lifestyle for as low as $16.50 per month. Here's just a few reasons to choose System 5. Not only is their monitoring station located here in Atlanta, but they also install the most advanced, up-to-date alarm systems where you can access cameras, lights, door locks, thermostats, and other devices remotely with your smartphone. 24/7 technical support, plus the lowest service call fees in the business. And check this, you own your security alarm system once it's installed. Not only have they been around for almost 25 years, but their customer service is excellent. And you get direct access to the owner, Mr. Maceo Brown, to resolve any issues with your alarm system. Click on the banner on the Doug Stewart Show website or app for more details, or give them a call at 404-756-0736. Again, that's 404-756-0736. And make sure and tell them the Doug Stewart Show sent you. Yes. This is your boy Doug Stewart, one half of the Two Live Stews. Check out my brand new daily show and podcast that airs live Monday through Friday from 10 a.m. to 12 p.m. on Spreaker.com. That's the Doug Stewart Show daily at 10 a.m. to 12 p.m. Eastern Time, live on Spreaker.com. Or check out the podcast anytime, 24/7. If you not stewing, what in the world are you doing? This is your folk, Doug Stewart. Want to protect you and your family from life's unexpected mishaps? Then join 7. Join 7 is a prepaid legal company under the umbrella of the Protection Group. Join 7 is the only group benefit or motor club in the U.S. that offers auto reimbursement coverage, key replacement coverage, roadside assistance, gives you a current Medi-File, prescription savings, and fully encompassed prepaid legal benefits that include identity theft. They got your back. The average combined cost to purchase these benefits individually is over $850 a year. Join today and take advantage of all 7 for $17 a month. They've been around for over 20 years, so check them out by clicking on the banner link on my page, thedougstewartshow.com, or the app. Just go ahead and join 7. If you ain't stewing, what the hell are you doing? This is the Doug Stewart Show. I'm going to read some chat, man, this entire segment. Thank you so much for joining your boy. Do you follow the Doug Stewart Show on Facebook? Yes. It's the party after the party. That's right. Yes, sir. Join the Doug Stewart Show Facebook group, and we continue the conversation after the show. And also make sure you follow me on Twitter at The Doug Stewart Show, as well as at Doug, the number 2, Live Stews. And check out all of my tweets. And I'm also on Instagram. I know a lot of people are into Instagram more so than Twitter or vice versa. I know that my kids, they don't touch like Facebook or anything like that. I think like Instagram is probably like a younger thing. Even though I'm on Instagram and a lot of it's for promotion and to get the word out about certain stuff. But I don't really do a lot of stuff on Instagram. But I am on Instagram, okay? And usually I got this little app, so when I tweet, it'll go out to Twitter and to Facebook and to Instagram all at the same time. So follow me on Instagram as well, at The Doug Stewart Show. 404-382-0338. You can also email me at doug@thedougstewartshow.com. From Leon, golf is fun, but it takes just too damn long. Oh, yeah. It's a real commitment. And it's crazy. And listen, I'm going to shoot you straight, man. I mean, you got to have a couple dollars to play golf. I'm just going to keep it real, man. And I always had money. And I got much less money right now than I did a couple years ago. I'm sure you've heard the story. But you got to have a couple dollars to play golf. Let me explain this to people that don't know. And we're talking about golf because today is the start of the Masters. I'm excited to see if Tiger Woods can contend. So I threw out a little Dougie Daily, man, a little golf conversation, something out of the norm. It's not really a lot of, like, real titillating things going on in the world of sports. All right, really, I tell people all the time that ask me, should I start playing golf? Should I buy some clubs? I say to them, man, listen, before you even make this step, before you make this plunge, just understand a couple things. First of all, if you start playing, you're probably going to get addicted. And if you get addicted, what that means is this, that eventually at some point you're going to get good enough to where you're going to want to buy a real set of clubs. Most people start out, and you're listening to the Doug Stewart Show, most people start out like I did. I went out to Walmart and bought a set of clubs, I don't know, $75 or whatever, and just went out there. And that's what the older guy told me to do. Go buy you some clubs and just go out on the range and play, hit some balls for a couple of days. And then if you decide after a point that you really want to continue with this, and he warned me. He was like, after you buy your little $75 set of clubs, go out there, hit a couple of days. If you want to continue after that, you think that it's something that you might like, and chances are you will, because on that range, you're going to hit 1 or 2 good shots, okay? And then you're going to go and you want to play around and you want to get with your friends. And it's really like a type of like a comradeship type thing where you want to hang out with your boys that's playing as well. And it's an all-day thing. Okay, so he says, all right, then you go do that. Then once you figure out that you want to continue to play, then you go buy you a real set of clubs. Now, the minimum that you'll probably pay for a real set of clubs, you can buy them used because you have to, because a lot of people get mad and they throw their clubs away or they sell them because they're just not going to do it. They get so frustrated. You're going to spend $200, $250, $300 for a set of good clubs, of decent clubs. That's just decent. If you want to go out and buy a new set of clubs that are very decent, you're talking $750 to $1,000 on clubs. Yes, I know. So then you can't go on the golf clubs, looking like some hack. You got to dress the part. And there's nothing worse than a brother going out on the golf course with a pair of jeans on. Okay, so then you got to go to the PGA store and you got to buy this expensive-ass clothing. Why is it expensive? Because most people that buy golf have some money. I'm just keeping it real with you. So then you go out and buy this expensive golf clothes because you don't want to look like a fool on the golf course. You go out there, and then when you get to the course, for a decent course that's not a goat track, that's what they call a bad golf course, to play a course that's not, deemed a goat track, the minimum you're going to pay is $30. And that's very low end. You're going to play low end. You're going to pay low end $30 to play any halfway decent golf course in America. What you're probably going to pay normally, though, is about $50 to $60. Okay? And if you want to play a good course, one of these TPC courses or something like that you've heard about, I don't know, one of these courses that these pros play on, East Lake or something like that, then you're talking between, and this is just This is just an estimate. You're probably going to pay between $100 and $200 a round. Yeah. And I don't even know how much it costs to play Eastlake here in Atlanta. And you're listening to the Doug Stewart Show. I don't even know how much it costs. I have played Eastlake like probably 3 times, but it was on the dime of somebody else. Yeah, so I don't know exactly what it was, but I'm going to guess to play Eastlake here in Atlanta and to play Torrey Pines or whatever, or to play Augusta National or whatever. First of all, you got to be members to get into a lot of these clubs. That's another whole story. And you're listening to the Doug Stewart Show. The best courses you probably can't even get your ass into because they won't let your ass do it. But even if you could get on some of the top golf courses in America, you're talking about the cost for clubs, talking about $800 to $1,000. The cost for clothes, a couple of $100. To play just a minimum round, $30 to $50. And to play a good round of golf at a good golf course, you're talking $100 to $200 to $300 a round. And some people play 3-4 times a week. You do the math. So once again, the sport just isn't totally accessible to a lot of people. It just isn't. But for the average man and for the dude that's working a 9-to-5 blue collar, it's just not really accessible to a lot of people. And I told you in the last segment about how my boy was like this fantastic golfer. And he actually grew up with money. His people had money. They were big time educators, stalwarts of the community. And so he came from money. But even for him, he couldn't secure the sponsorship and whatever he needed to make a real run at the Professional Golf Association. He couldn't even do it, man. So, yeah, if you're thinking about playing golf, man, you need to think about it. And I'm not trying to scare you. And I know I probably scared you off. If you were thinking about it, I probably scared your ass off in the last 5 minutes of this diatribe that I've gone on. But, hey, I just like to help my fellow man. I am. That's me. The Doug Stewart Show. That's what we do around here. We help our fellow man. Tree, jump on the mic for a second.
Yes, sir.
So you were telling me your experience with your husband with the game of golf and that it hadn't been pleasant.
Not in the early years, but now I am a huge fan of go and play.
So you were saying how early on he would actually be gone all day and have your kids?
So, I'm a very busy mom, and when my children were smaller, his addiction was stronger. He probably wanted to get away from me because I was a different person.
And let me stop. Let me address that addiction thing a little bit more. It's truly an addiction. When you start playing good and you're competitive and you don't want to continue getting beat by your friends or whatever, and this is a thing where it's kind of like, friends get together. So I got like the same group that I go out with and play all the time with, and we've been playing together for many, 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 many years. And so when you feel like you're getting the edge, you want to go and play. You want to continue to play. You want to play more and more and more and more, and the only way to get better is to play more and more and more. So I totally get that, Tree.
As a female, we have needs, and I have a lot of them, as I've expressed here many times. So anyway.
Yes, sir. Or yes, ma'am.
So I was really busy back then. And so on days when I couldn't be home, especially on Sundays, he would say, oh, okay, no, it's cool. Go do what you got to do. And I found out he was taking my babies and putting them on the cart.
Oh, Tree, to play, and you can't leave the kids at home by themselves. I played yesterday. I mentioned it earlier. Me and my brother played yesterday with my nephews. They're on spring break. And he's basically a stay-home dad. He's basically retired. And so he brought him out to the golf course. We played golf with my nephews.
No.
What do you mean
hot.
no?
It's too hot, for one.
What do you mean?
It is 80 degrees out there. And my children, I would pull up and just imagine, again, 98 Tree, 2005, way more cutthroat than I am now.
Uh-huh.
And I would literally skid up to the fence area. I can't believe you brought my babies out here.
I bet you made a damn scene. I bet you was one of them wives that made a scene, wasn't you?
I'm ashamed to say it, but yes, I've grown a lot from that. I understand now.
He was trying to get the little ninjas a little bit of culture.
No.
He was trying to give him a little bit of culture, learn the game of golf. And that's one thing I regret. I wish, and I grew up like a mile and a half away from a golf course, a public golf course. And my dad tells a story. He used to be a caddy at the same golf course when he was a kid. And I never had a desire to play. I wish, like I can't even express that I had started to play earlier. And your husband's taking them out as kids, and you screeching up there acting like a crazy lady.
Just charge it to my head. My heart was in a different space back then, but I just became startled when you said you had the babies. It made me have a flashback.
Oh yeah. We had
days.
Me and my brother and my nephew was out there yesterday. We drank a couple cold ones. I mean, it was good.
You didn't let them drive the cart, I hope.
No, they were drinking. How could they drive?
What? I would pull up and see Kayla and Cameron, 10 and 12 years old, driving a golf cart.
10 and 12? That's nothing. My nephews are like 4 and 6. Yes, and they had a great time with their Uncle Doug. Uncle Doug! They had a great time yesterday with me and my brother, man.
Now I want him to go.
All right, more chat, man. Look, the second hour of the show is upon us already. We're going to talk about Derrick Rose when we get back, as well as continue to read more of your chat. The funnest show in America, and the realest show, and the show that educates you. The Doug Stewart Show. Don't go away. The wait is finally over. Baseball season is here at last, and the excitement continues all season long at DraftKings.com, the official daily fantasy partner of Major League Baseball. Daily fantasy means no season-long commitments, just instant cash, instant gratification. Why wait until the end of the season to claim victory when you can win huge cash every day? At DraftKings, it's like a brand new season every time you play. Just select 2 pitchers and 8 position players, stay under the salary cap, and you could be on your way to an enormous payday. Last year, Peter from Colorado won $1 million at DraftKings in one day, just playing fantasy baseball. Hundreds of thousands of fantasy sports fans just like you have already cashed in at DraftKings. Now it's your turn. Hurry to DraftKings.com now and enter promo code SPREAKER to play for free. You could win part of $300 million in prizes being awarded this season. Use promo code SPREAKER for free entry now at DraftKings.com. DraftKings.com, that's DraftKings.com.
The best of the Doug Stewart Show.
And we getting a lot of chat because Tree made a comment and used the term have sex raw. And just like you cavemen dudes that listen to this show, y'all eating that up.
If you're going to say it right. It's ride raw.
Ooh. Okay, see that, Tree? You can't do that. William Mack, I'm torn on whether or not to nominate Dwight Howard for garnishing his baby mama's bank account for violating a gag order. She was wrong for mentioning his name on that bootleg show, but come on, man. That's the mother of your child? Yeah, and I read the story, and you're listening to the Doug Stewart Show. And it does seem very petty. Dwight's got $1 gazillion, and this chick clearly is just trying to keep her name relevant so that she can continue to get roles on reality shows.
I mean, we talked about this before, and you all jumped on the woman when she ain't trying to work. She's trying to work. Okay?
But she broke the rule. She broke the agreement, Tree. She can get a job. I mean, I guess it'd be less. It'd be harder for her to get a job if she doesn't intermingle Dwight Howard conversation into the talk.
What kind of job can she get that's going to accommodate the lifestyle that he created for her?
Oh, here you go.
Hey, welcome to Chick-fil-A.
What Chick-fil-A it is then? She not attached to dude anymore.
She is forever attached to dude because she rode raw.
Okay, now you really just playing with the people in the chat room and the listeners' emotions. Okay, you know they just pervs like that and they like to hear you talk dirty. You didn't have to go there again 3 times a day on the show.
Yes, you once, twice, 3 times a lady.
Sports Talk. Straight, no chaser.
What is 911 Tax Relief? It's a tax relief company that can help you reduce or remove your IRS or state tax debt. They'll help stop bank levies and wage garnishments by implementing offers and compromise or penalty abatements. 911 Tax Relief is a tax relief company, but they're different from the others. Their experts are licensed, enrolled tax agents, and they also have more than 12 years' experience helping people solve their tax problems. They're a tax relief company that understands how the IRS works, and they'll also put that knowledge to work for you. so they can get you the best possible settlement or solution to your tax problems. Highly rated by the Better Business Bureau, and they've helped thousands of people solve their tax problems. So don't play around. Click on their link on my website and let 911 Tax Relief help you in your situation with Uncle Sam. Throwback Thursday, the Doug Stewart Show. This is hour number 2. Yes, sir. Hour number 2 on the Doug Stewart Show. Masters starts today. You're a golf fan. You're a Tiger fan. You hate golf. You got a golf story for me? So I've got one hole-in-one in my entire life playing golf. I've only been playing the sport for about, I'm going to guess, around 9-10 years. All right. And I have one hole-in-one to my credit. Like 3 years ago, I played in a little tournament, little boys weekend type tournament in Orlando, Florida. 200-yard par 3 with a hybrid. Hit it, and 200 yards is pretty far, so you could barely even see it. And my brother was like, "I think the damn ball went in the hole." I was like, "Man, shut up. Shut up." It was a rocket straight towards the hole. We get down there, and sure enough, the ball was in the hole. That doesn't sound right, but the ball was in the hole. And one of the greatest days of my life, man. Have you ever hit a hole-in-one? I actually got the video of that. I'm going to try to look at my phone once it gets working. I actually posted a video. It wasn't a video of me hitting the shot. It was a video of my reaction when we got to the hole. My line brother videoed me pulling the ball out of the hole and me doing a little dance. I think I stepped on the green or whatnot. I'm sure they didn't like that, but I did. And fantastic, man. And that's the type of thing that keeps you coming back. That's the type of thing that keeps you coming back is whenever you make one good shot. And my golfers out there know what I'm talking about. 404-382-0338 is the number to the show. So your boy Derrick Rose is back. Congratulations to him after 6 weeks following an injury to his right knee. He looked rusty last night, 3 for 9 from the field and shooting for 6 on 3-pointers. So Derrick Rose is back, man. The Chicago Bulls, they go down. Last second shot by Victor Oladipo last night sinks the Chicago Bulls 105-103. But Derrick Rose is back, and this team just hadn't been right all year long. And I said earlier, I really think that right now, not even looking at the Vegas odds, that you got to say the favorite to win the NBA championship this year is probably Cleveland. Even though this is the first year this team has come together, they got LeBron James. I mean, he's the X factor in a lot of things. His experience in the playoffs and what he's done since he's been in the league, I think, puts them at the top. But another team, a lot of people thought that could beat San Antonio or Golden State or the Cleveland Cavaliers is the Bulls. I don't know. I just don't see it right now, man. And Derrick Rose, you don't know what you're going to get out of him. He could be out for the rest of the season tomorrow. He's just got that history and that reputation, so I don't know. But good to see him back, man. I always root for guys to get back from injury, I think, like most real sports fans do. And I want nothing but success for the young man, so I hope he stays healthy. And it looks like the Bulls are going to push him out there. They're not going to really baby him because that really hadn't worked in the past, I think. So I've read some stuff where basically they're going to just throw him out there like they used to do back in the day in the country. The way people used to swim, at least my old man and all my uncles and everybody says it, the way they learned how to swim is they got thrown in the damn deep end. And it was either swim or die. And it looks like that's what the Bulls are going to do right now with Derrick Rose. They're just going to put him out there, man, and let him play, get his cardio together, and see if they can make a run in the playoffs this year. 404-382-0338. You can also email me at doug@thedugstewartshow.com. What do you think about Chicago? You think they're going to make any noise in the playoffs? Or do you think that it's going to be just, what in effect has been for the last couple of years for the Chicago Bulls and disappointment? All right, right now they're the 4 seed, so they'd have to play the Washington Wizards right now if the playoffs started today. And they got on paper, on paper the Bulls got a squad. They got a fantastic squad on paper, especially bringing in Pau Gasol, Joakim Noah. They got a great Butler, the Butler kid. on paper, they got a nice squad, but just something ain't right. Something's just not right with the Chicago Bulls. They can't get on the same page, and Derrick Rose, you just don't know what you're going to get out of him. But maybe some of y'all feel like that the Bulls might be one of those teams that are going to surprise people in the playoffs. I just don't see it. From William Mack, I'm not a golf fan, I'm a Tiger fan. If he's not playing, I'm not watching, even though he disowns us. I guess he's talking about black people. Him being as dominant as he was like the biggest FU to the establishment. And now even more so, I pull for him because everyone wants to see him fail and feels like he owes them an apology for what he did in his personal life. We did gangster HGH Tigers back. We need gangster HGH Tiger back. Are you kind of insinuating Tiger was on them drugs? A lot of people have said that. I absolutely root for Tiger because I do think there's a big sentiment out there that thinks that Tiger Woods has gotten too much press. He's gotten bigger than the game. Tiger Woods is really bigger than the game. There's not a lot of players, athletes out there that you can say is bigger than the game. And a lot of people might say that no player, no one person is bigger than the game. I can make the argument for Tiger, even more so than you could Michael Jordan when he played in the NBA. Because once again, I believe that Tiger Woods is responsible for bringing more new fans to the sport of golf than any other athlete has for their particular sport ever. Ever. And we always loved basketball, even before Michael Jordan. I mean, we still love basketball. But golf? I mean, Tiger Woods has just brought a whole new audience that wasn't even conceived before he hit the PGA Tour. For Miss Mocabella, Tiger Woods has to make the cut at the Masters. James Cooper, I used to ride around with a basketball in my trunk to riding around with golf clubs in my trunk. And he's exactly right. He's exactly right. Now, I told the story earlier on how I used to play, and Chucktown Frank, listening to the show right now, maybe he's on the chat room. Chucktown Frank used to be part of the little crew where a bunch of low country people, most of which were people straight from Charleston, that live here in Atlanta. We played basketball every Sunday morning, I'm going to guess, for 5 or 6 years. Every Sunday morning. My wife hated it because I didn't go and get the Lord's blessings. But we played ball every Sunday morning, and then one by one, it was less dudes coming to the court. And like I said earlier, somebody bought some golf clubs. And they said, hey, man, this is pretty fun. Right. And this is pretty fun. This is even before I was on radio. Yeah, this was during the time before I was on radio, obviously, because, during my radio years, I got older and I was playing less and less basketball and playing more and more golf. But before the radio years, we used to play ball every Sunday morning, and now the entire crew, Chucktown Frank and all of the homeboys, my homeboys from the low country of South Carolina, man, we're all playing golf now. We are. More chat here from Stagger Lee a few seconds ago. I'm in this piece like Tiger Woods and the white woman. Oh, here we go. I'm a fan of Tiger Woods. Saw him play in Tulsa back in 1996 and was able to follow him up close for the whole 18. I'll DVR the Masters even if Tiger's not in contention, but only to go back and watch if something spectacular happened. From Bussa. I almost drove off the road when Doug shot Vern yesterday. That last shot killed me. Loud. Leon, I'm in sales and travel a lot. Hard to get home Friday and tell the wife I'll be in at the golf course on Saturday until 4. Yeah. Did I even talk about the time aspect in that whole diatribe about golf? This is probably the biggest thing out of them all. To play golf. Ooh, you're listening to the Doug Stewart Show. To play golf, you can already just cancel out. Well, for me in particular, living in Atlanta, and you're listening to the Doug Stewart Show, you can already just cancel off your calendar at least 6 to 7 hours to play a round of golf. Because in Atlanta, pretty much every place, you're going to travel at least 45 minutes to get to anywhere in Atlanta. So you add in 45 minutes of travel time. You add in another 45 minutes of travel time on the way back. So let's just round it off to that's 2 hours. A fast round of golf is going to be 4 hours. So you're already at 6. And then there's the customary, going to the bar, to the hotel bar, not hotel, the golf course bar, clubhouse, and having a couple drinks with your boys. That's another hour. So you're talking 7 hours, man, if you play golf. So your whole Saturday is shot. And then your old lady mad at you like Tree. That you gone all day, you worked all week, you ain't spend no time with the kids and the wife, and you spend more time on the golf course on your free time than you do with your family. And I have seen guys, and this is no lie, this is not an exaggeration, you're listening to the Doug Stewart Show. I have seen guys, once again, it's very addictive. I have seen guys literally lose their families off of golf because wives just don't understand it. They just don't understand it. I've seen it.
Maybe we should have a session, like a forum, maybe not for wives, but for before you get married. Like Dougie Daily.
Right.
Some kind of, I don't know, like that show you used to be on where women used to like
Black
to get
Men Revealed?
Yes.
Yeah.
Golf Revealed.
This is not a lie. I know two guys that, in effect, they probably won't admit it, but me and the other guys in the crew have talked about it. He lost his wife because of this damn game. Yeah, I mean, he lost his marriage because of golf. Yes, I know two guys. Yes. Not gonna call their names. It's easy to tell if you play golf. If you play golf with me. But it might be somebody else that's not part of my crew, okay? All right? But yeah, me and Tree were talking about it earlier, off air, about how addictive men are. It's all about being competitive. And that's the thing. If you're competitive, if you've got an addictive personality where you want to continue to do something until you master it and you hate losing, and that's the problem with me. I hate losing. You know? If you got that type of personality, that type A personality where you're addicted to things real fast, don't play golf and don't play John Madden football. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. More in your chat. Yeah. Oh, what? You got a Madden story?
That was the ish before golf.
Yes, it was.
I would go to my job, sit at my cubicle, listen to talk radio, and Charles would come home. He has his own practice, and I'd be like, "So how was work today? Huh?
Yeah.
I'm like, "How was work?"
Yeah,
I didn't go.
We sneak out to play golf. All right, when we get back from the break, man, I'm gonna read more of your chat. We're gonna continue this golf conversation. Today's the first day of the Masters, man. Thursday at the Masters, and out of the norm, we talking golf. Yeah, as well as all the other stories in the world of sports. Don't go away. The Doug Stewart Show. What is 911 Tax Relief? It's a tax relief company that can help you reduce or remove your IRS or state tax debt. They'll help stop bank levies and wage garnishments by implementing offers and compromise or penalty abatements. 911 Tax Relief is a tax relief company, but they're different from the others. Their experts are licensed, enrolled tax agents, and they also have more than 12 years experience helping people solve their tax problems. They're a tax relief company that understands how the IRS works, and they'll also put that knowledge to work for you, so they can get you the best possible settlement or solution to your tax problems. Highly rated by the Better Business Bureau, and they've helped thousands of people solve their tax problems. So, don't play around. Click on their link on my website and let 911 Tax Relief help you in your situation with Uncle Sam.
The best of the Doug Stewart Show.
So, I'm probably 6. So, Jesse Bryant rolls by, and I remember it like it was yesterday. He rolls by in his truck, and for some reason, something in my mind says, pick up a rock and throw it at Jesse. And I hit his truck. And not only did I hit his truck, it was a damn good throw and aim because it hit his windshield and it cracked his windshield. So he stops and jumps out of the truck. I don't think anybody saw me, but he jumps out and Isaac, so your grandson hit my truck with a rock. They had a little conversation. I'm like, oh man, this is bad. And sure enough, my grandfather walks up and sees this nick on the windshield. And Jesse rolls away, and I know I'm in trouble. My daddy not around, my mother not around, and my grandfather reaches down, and this is God is my witness. Strike me down right here. My grandfather reaches down and pulls off a branch from a rose bush. Yes, just drags his arm and pulls off the leaves. Thorns are still applied to said switch. You get your ass whooped with a switch is bad enough, but a thorny switch? Oh my gosh. So he commences to busting my ass with a thorny switch. Yes. And you know I was marked up from head to toe. Now, that's probably child abuse. Not saying that what Adrian Peterson didn't do was child abuse either, but that was child abuse. That's a deadly weapon. And this is no lie. You're listening to The Doug Stewart Show. The wait is finally over. Baseball season is here at last, and the excitement continues all season long at DraftKings.com, the official daily fantasy partner of Major League Baseball. Daily fantasy means no season-long commitments, just instant cash, instant gratification. Why wait until the end of the season to claim victory when you can win huge cash every day? At DraftKings, it's like a brand new season every time you play. Just select 2 pitchers and 8 position players, stay under the salary cap, and you could be on your way to an enormous payday. Last year, Peter from Colorado won $1 million at DraftKings in one day, just playing fantasy baseball. Hundreds of thousands of fantasy sports fans just like you have already cashed in at DraftKings. Now it's your turn. Hurry to DraftKings.com now and enter promo code SPREAKER to play for free. You could win part of $300 million in prizes being awarded this season. Use promo code SPREAKER for free entry now at DraftKings.com. DraftKings.com, that's DraftKings.com. In a constant battle against weak-ass sports talk, this is the Doug Stewart Show. Throwback Thursday. Shouts out to everybody in the chat room, man. Thank you so much for being interactive. Yeah! I mean, are you not entertained? Come on, man. This is really bothering me. I keep looking down at my phone and trying to hit the little button on the side, hoping it'll cut on, and it will not cut on. This is bad. Yes,
Doug,
Tree?
turn
Yes.
it off. Like, turn the phone off.
Tree, the phone has no power. You don't understand what I'm saying.
You don't understand.
I can't cut it off. I can't. What do you mean?
Get that charger over there and plug it up and then move on. Like, just believe it's going to work out.
No, it's not going to work out.
Nice.
Hawks players Piero Antich and Tybo Cephalosha were arrested in New York early Wednesday. This actually happened, or the story was actually out yesterday, and I didn't talk about it for some reason. I skipped over the story. The two were present when Indiana Pacers player Chris Copeland and 2 women were stabbed during an argument outside the nightclub, One Oak, around 4 a.m., just hours after the Hawks played a home game in Atlanta. According to police reports, Copeland and another woman were arguing outside the nightclub when a male bystander interfered. Shazoy Blearley, 22, allegedly pulled a knife and stabbed Copeland, Katrina Salatra, 28, and Catherine Samani, 53. All these people live in New York. Are you like me? Every time I hear about somebody getting stabbed, it's kind of weird because of our society. And I guess, now that I think about it, and you're listening to the Doug Stewart Show. And basically, let me back up on the story here, and I'll get back to the stab and stuff in a second. But Cephalosha and Piero, that play for the Atlanta Hawks, in effect were arrested because they kind of tried to stop the arrest or whatever that were going on with the police. So that's crazy. I don't understand that. They're basically denying that they did anything to interfere with police work or whatever. So they're going to be fine, obviously, I believe. But the thing I found interesting about this story is how you ever notice, it seems like, and maybe I'm off, it seems like you hear about stabbings happening in New York more so than you do anywhere else. Like, who stabs people in 2015 with all the access to weapons? Well, if you think about it, you step back for a second, if you remember the Plaxico Burress story, that kind of brought attention and light to the stringent gun laws in New York. So guns don't come at a premium in New York. I mean, you just don't have guns readily accessible like you do most every other place in America. And so what do dudes do? They stab you. They do. And sure, obviously there's illegal guns in the street in New York and murders and gun crimes still happen, but you hardly ever hear about people stabbing people in 2015. Like stabbing somebody seems so 1978-ish. You feel me? And now that I bring this up, it kind of reminds me of a story. One of our interns, Jamal, you remember Jamal from back in the day? Jamal was actually born in London. And he was telling me like he had grew up probably till he was like in his teens, and then he moved to America. And he was saying how in London, Londoners feel like the West, America, the United States is like gun crazy. Like they picture America kind of like the Wild Wild West. And it's like cowboys, and it's like drawdowns and stare downs on the street every single day, with all the gun murders and whatnot that's talked about on the news. And that just doesn't happen in London, because in London, guns are illegal. And so somebody gets their hand on a gun once every blue moon, and there's maybe 1 or 2 gun murders in London in a year. Like, it just doesn't happen. Like, we probably got, 50 murders just in Georgia in a week's time, in general. They probably have 1 or 2 murders the entire year. And his thought was, man, it's just incredible how the perception of America is to the rest of the world. And the fact that you guys can get guns and gun murders happen so frequently here in this country is just not like that anywhere else. And like they feel like we're like natural born killers over here. Yeah. So it's just a different a different view of guns and how America is and how we're perceived in other places in the world. I kind of went off to a long story to talk about that whole story with the with the Pacers players and the Hawks players. But yeah, that's real talk. New York, you got a gun? You asked Plaxico Burress. Plaxico shot his own damn self and had to go to jail for a couple of years. Guns are very sparse in New York, or at least legally carrying a gun is very, very sparse. From Corporate Brother, saw the par 3 yesterday. Boy, that Lindsey Vaughn got some thick-ass hips. Like 3-day-old grits. Tiger ain't caring about no damn golf. Laugh out loud. Yeah. Lindsey Vaughn, I did see the pictures and the little video of her walking around with Tiger and his kids. Yeah, Lindsey Vaughn, thick like gumbo. She got an incredible war. She's an athlete as well. Oh, you don't know what a war is? A war is a waist-to-ass ratio. That's what me and my boys call it. Like a
really?
Yeah. She's got a great war. Lindsey Vaughn got a great war. You've never heard that term before. You probably never heard it because I made that term up. And that's not a lie. I'm serious. Ask anybody.
The world and okay.
You probably never heard that term before, but I put my right hand up to God, knock on wood, that I made up the term war. Waist to ass ratio. Very small waist. Big ass, huge ass. The bigger your ass and the smaller your waist, you have a higher war.
Well, have you heard this term?
What?
POW, piece of work. That's what you are.
Okay. I mean, I might be. I've been called a lot worse. From Thorny Switch. I grew up around golf, especially not being too far from Augusta, so I watched, played a little, but when Tiger got on the scene, I really stepped up my game. From James Cooper. You can kill a whole day playing golf. I play early bird 9 holes before work sometimes, and I will play twilight and get a few holes in after work. From Harvey Scott, I'm not a golf fan, but I root for Tiger until he's out of contention and pulls up lame, which he's been doing a lot of lately, and you're listening to the Doug Stewart Show. From Uncle Mike, I laid in bed this morning looking for any excuse to call in sick or stay home and watch golf. Yeah, Jungle Brother. In 1992, my boss invited me and a few ninjas out for a round of golf. What, y'all were versed in the art of Kung Fu? We started at 4 p.m. By the time the streetlights came on, we was in the woods behind the 3rd hole looking for our balls. Never played again. True story. Oh, yeah. If you don't hit at least one good shot your first time going out, it's frustrating enough where you will just say, the hell with that. It's very frustrating. It's a very frustrating sport. It is. Stag Lee, Tree, just need to say Hungry Jack and Ride Raw at the same time. I'm a 4-pack of biscuits. You're hungry. John Horatio Smith, this ish is funny as hell. Corporate brother riding raw in a 10-pack of Hungry Jack. Griff, dang, Rudy is 37? Doggone. Rudy, 37 years old. Leon, those girls don't even sleep in the same with Hef. Hell no, he ain't hitting nothing. J-Rob, Hugh has been hitting raw, believe that. I hope Hugh Hefner ain't been hitting all these chicks raw. I hope he ain't been riding all these chicks raw. All right, man, when I get back from the break, I'm just going to read more chat. I mean, y'all thoroughly tickle me with this chat, man. Some more chat up next, man. Throwback Thursday. Guy Talk with Hot Sauce. The Doug Stewart Show. Don't go away. First of all, thank you for listening to the Doug Stewart Show. Now, if you've been listening for a while, you know that we've grown exponentially over the first couple of months. Whether that's listens, whether that's followers, we're blowing up, and you can be a part of it. If you have a company out there and you like to promote on the Doug Stewart Show, we'd love to partner with you. Here's what you do. Email me at doug@thedougstewartshow.com. Once again, that's doug@thedougstewartshow.com. Whether that's locally, regionally, or nationally, we can get the word out. What you're talking about is middle-aged dudes that love sports and love exciting sports talk. Once again, email me at doug@thedougstewartshow.com. That's doug@thedougstewartshow.com, and we will put you out there. All right? That's doug@thedougstewartshow.com. Let's do some business. Yes!
The best of the Doug Stewart Show.
Now, two things, and you're listening to the Doug Stewart Show. First of all, you're going to have us to believe, Shayana Jenkins, you're going to have us to believe that you, a black woman, didn't look inside of this damn box. That's a lie. And then the second big part of this whole thing is you. Come on, Tree. Come on, Tree. What black woman you know in America is going to be told to do something nefarious sounding like that and not take a peek inside the damn box?
You better stop.
You stop. And the second thing Shayana's going to have us to believe is that you took this box that you didn't look in, and you being a black woman, you took this box and don't know where you dumped it at? You discarded this secret box and don't know where? Come on, man. And another thing about black women, and you're listening to the Doug Stewart Show, and I'm an expert on black women. All of the black women I know, and I've had this conversation about, about this Aaron Hernandez trial, and what do you think that his girlfriend's going to do when she testifies, this, that, and the other. Everybody that I talk to, and I kind of get the feeling from talking to black women that they ain't trying to do no time for nobody. Yes.
Monday through Friday, 10 a.m. to noon Eastern. The Doug Stewart Show. Sports talk. Straight. No chaser.
This your boy Doug Stewart for my folks at System 5 Electronics. They're proud to offer my listeners here in the Metro Atlanta area, all the way down to Macon, Georgia, the most affordable home security monitoring systems, featuring smart solutions for that busy lifestyle you lead for as low as $16.50 per month. Here's some of the reasons why you should choose System 5.
Hi, I'm Maceo Brown, President and CEO of System 5 Electronics. We take pride in making sure that security is the number one thing that we do. And thanks to you, the customer that has supported us, we have grown this company in Southwest Atlanta, where we're creating jobs and opportunities.
Not only is their monitoring station here in Atlanta, but they also install the most advanced, up-to-date alarm systems where you can access cameras, lights, door locks, thermostats, and other devices remotely with your smartphone. 24/7 technical support, plus the lowest service call fees in the business. And check this. You own the security alarm system once it's installed. And you get direct access to the owner if you ever got a problem, Mr. Maceo Brown. Click on the banner on the Doug Stewart Show website or app for more details, or give them a call at 404-756-0736. Again, that's 404-756-0736. or online at System5electronicsinc.com. That's System5electronicsinc.com. If you're not stewing, what the hell are you doing? The Doug Stewart Show. Just chilling with my people. Shouts out to my Stewies. Yes, sir. On this Throwback Thursday. The number to the show is 404-382-0338. Kind of laid back today, man, talking about golf. This is the most I've ever talked about golf in my life. But, yeah, talking about golf, man. The Masters starts today. Are you a golf fan? Are you not? Are you a Tiger fan? Are you not? Are you rooting for him? Are you not? Everything golf. Yeah, today is kind of like an ode to golf. I'm also reading a lot of chat. We're also talking about the some of the interesting little sports stories going on right now in the world of sports. Y'all seen this Young Thug story, man? Young Thug's Carter 6 album. Who actually the great Tree is voicing on Yahoo. His album is coming out, and he's got on the cover of this album, Young Thug is naked. And he's kind of like got Carter 6 in front of his man parts. Now, somebody explained to me like the backstory behind this. Him and Lil Wayne are beefing, and I know somewhat about the story. Him and Lil Wayne are beefing. Both of them are on Cash Money Records. Both of them are in love with Baby. Something's going on strange. And Young Thug is like the up-and-coming next big thing, and Lil Wayne and him are well, I don't know what's going on with this old Young Thug thing. Trey.
Wait, could you back up? In love with Baby, isn't that a man?
Yeah. But they always talk about loving
Wayne?
They always talk about loving Baby, and it's my boyfriend and my daddy and my girlfriend and this, that, and the other. You don't know that?
Lil Wayne is the ugly one, right?
Well, they're both not. I mean, I don't judge guys, but I would think that a lot of women would say either one of them are attractive.
I'm saying Lil Wayne likes men. Is that what you're saying? Allegedly?
No, I'm saying that there's some type of strange relationship between Baby and Lil Wayne, where they talk about each other, they call each other girlfriend or that's my lover. Young Thug does the same thing as well, and so there's been these accusations that they might be gay. I don't know that to be the case, but that's the conversation out there. So I don't know the story with these guys, man. Once again, the Young Thug song, did a lot just to get their lifestyle. That's the only part that I kind of know. Something about lifestyle. Very catchy tune, but these rappers have really lost a lot of sheen over the last 30 years. They really lost a lot of it. You know, we've gone from KRS-One to Young Thug. You know, we've gone from Rakim to Young Thug. You know, it's just different, man. Run DMC, Tougher Than Leather. And you got this Young Thug guy. Maybe it's a young person thing, with a lot of very feminine ways. And if you're feminine and you know that's what you do, that's fine. But it's just very interesting in a industry like rap. Guys that aren't gay. I don't think he's ever said that he's gay, but he's done a lot of very feminine things. Just very alarming. Very, very alarming. From Stagger Lee, I know Keisha. She hates to be called Rudy, FYI. The easiest way not to get the coochie from Keisha is to call her Rudy. Redland Kirk, Doug, Dennis Quaid, Any Given Sunday. Oh, okay, yeah. Okay, I know who Dennis Quaid is. If you just joined the show, today's Dennis Quaid's birthday, and I couldn't remember anything that he had played in. So he was the coach in Any Given Sunday. All right, I remember him now. Leon, does anyone really think the Hawks can beat Cleveland in a 7-game series? I hope and I pray, but I doubt. Ronald Cameron, I don't see it, Leon. Cleveland should beat Atlanta in 6 games. They have no answer for LeBron and Irvin. Fat Boy McCoon, Hawks play better defense and better team ball. I'm a Magic fan, by the way. Yeah, what you're hoping if you're an Atlanta Hawks fan is that the Hawks are truly the San Antonio Spurs East, and that they'll at some point go on a long run of great basketball like the San Antonio Spurs have with Coach Budenholzer as their coach now. But the difference between the Atlanta Hawks and the success that they have, the makeup of their team, the chemistry that they have, and all the lessons that Coach Bud learned from Popovich is that the San Antonio Spurs have had Tim Duncan over this entire run. We don't have a Tim Duncan. It's as simple as that. The Atlanta Hawks don't have a Tim Duncan. We got some solid players, Paul Millsap, Al Horford, but they aren't Tim Duncan. That's the problem. That is the problem. If you're trying to make the comparison between Atlanta and San Antonio and the fact that we play great team basketball and we play great defense, that's where it stops. It stops right there. Because the next piece of that equation, the next variable is, do you have a Tim Duncan? And we don't. That's the problem. That's the problem. That's why I think that the Cleveland Cavaliers will probably get past the Hawks, is because of that one simple fact. From Max Jones III. Hell yeah, Atlanta got a shot, Leon. Then again, LeBron not playing with the headband and letting that scalp feel the breeze, so they may run a sweep. Laughing my ass off. Yeah. We need to do some type of over and under to when LeBron go ahead and cut that hair off. And cuts that hair off, because right now it's really evident, and maybe the headband did kind of disguise it a little bit, because ever since he's not been wearing that headband, I mean, you can see he's got the classic male pattern baldness going on right now. Just let it go, LeBron. Just let it go. It'll be all right. Make the plunge. Stagger Lee. Cleveland is one of the nastiest cities in America. Cleveland's so nasty, the mayor office, the health clinic operate in the same building. Is from the top down. Go Hawks. That's really negative. My wife's actually from the Cleveland area. So I got to be careful when I talk about Cleveland. Texas Tide. Tiger just needs some po-nanny. Coach Bill Royals. If Tiger Woods is even around on Sunday, the big man at NBC is going to give him a fellatio on national TV. I hope he doesn't do that. FCC wouldn't like that at all. Vince Wright, golf is all physics. Yeah, it's all physics. It's all geometry. It is. It's one of them disciplines. From Fred Mack, sending Tiger mental note. Leave the driver in the bag. Gerald, my neck, my back, my neck, and my back. Tiger's funny. Yeah. Just like the dude from the Friday movies, Fat Boy McCoon. LeBron was playing out of his mind in 2007, and they got swept by the Spurs. Yeah, this ain't the same Cleveland Cavaliers team from 2007. No. Fred Mack, Tiger let his daughter putt for him in the par 3 contest. Tiger going to get it done. Niner for life. Tiger got Brett Favre beat on returns. Leon always talking about his back. Gerald, hell no, Tiger ain't winning-ish. Fred Mack, putting my Christmas list together, bulletproof vest, 9mm Glock, night vision glasses. Leon, when Aaron's lawyer told the judge that he was present at the murder, Aaron was like, what the F? Okay, I didn't see actually when the attorneys came clean and said that Aaron Hernandez was actually at the scene of the crime of these murders. Did he have that look on his face like, I can't believe you're doing that? Did he not know that his attorneys were going to say that he was actually at the scene of the crime and he witnessed the murders? I don't know. Let me know. James Cooper, there was an 8.3 update, but I don't think that would have made your phone not work. Oh, they're talking about my phone now. My phone's not working. Leon, BPA to the Apple Store. They're going to get on my nerves. I switched it up. Jersey Vern, Doug, they take walking. Huh? Togo, Uganda. Call ahead and let me know if their security cameras are in color. We need video of that Apple Store visit. Yeah, exactly. Don't go away, the Doug Stewart Show. First of all, thank you for listening to the Doug Stewart Show. Now, if you've been listening for a while, you know that we've grown exponentially over the first couple of months. Whether that's listens, whether that's followers, we're blowing up, and you can be a part of it. If you have a company out there and you like to promote on the Doug Stewart Show, we'd love to partner with you. Here's what you do. Email me at doug@thedougstewartshow.com. Once again, That's Doug at thedougstewartshow.com. Whether that's locally, regionally, or nationally, we can get the word out. What you're talking about is middle-aged dudes that love sports and love exciting sports talk. Once again, email me at Doug at thedougstewartshow.com. That's Doug at thedougstewartshow.com, and we will put you out there. All right? That's Doug at thedougstewartshow.com. Let's do some business. Yes!
The best of the Doug Stewart Show.
Now, two things, and you're listening to the Doug Stewart Show. First of all, you're going to have us to believe, Shayana Jenkins, you're going to have us to believe that you, a black woman, didn't look inside of this damn box. That's a lie. And then the second big part of this whole thing is you, Come on, Tree. Come on, Tree. What black woman you know in America is going to be told to do something nefarious sounding like that and not take a peek inside the damn box?
You better stop.
You stop. And the second thing Shayana's going to have us to believe is that you took this box that you didn't look in, and you being a black woman, you took this box and don't know where you dumped it at? You discarded this secret box and don't know where? Come on, man. And another thing about black women, and you're listening to the Doug Stewart Show, and I'm an expert on black women. All of the black women I know, and I've had this conversation about, about this Aaron Hernandez trial, and what do you think that his girlfriend's going to do when she testifies, this, that, and the other. Everybody that I talk to, and I kind of get the feeling from talking to black women that they ain't trying to do no time for nobody. Yes.
Monday through Friday, 10 a.m. to noon Eastern. The Doug Stewart Show. Sports talk, straight, no chaser.
This your boy Doug Stewart for my folks at System 5 Electronics. They're proud to offer my listeners here in the Metro Atlanta area, all the way down to Macon, Georgia, the most affordable home security monitoring systems, featuring smart solutions for that busy lifestyle you lead for as low as $16.50 per month. Here's some of the reasons why you should choose System 5.
Hi, I'm Maceo Brown, President and CEO of System 5 Electronics. We take pride in making sure that security is the number one thing that we do. And thanks to you, the customer that has supported us, we have grown this company in Southwest Atlanta, where we're creating jobs and opportunities.
Not only is their monitoring station here in Atlanta, but they also install the most advanced, up-to-date alarm systems where you can access cameras, lights, door locks, thermostats, and other devices remotely with your smartphone. 24/7 technical support, plus the lowest service call fees in the business. And check this, you own the security alarm system once it's installed. And you get direct access to the owner if you ever got a problem, Mr. Maceo Brown. Click on the banner on the Doug Stewart Show website or app for more details, or give them a call at 404-756-0736. Again, that's 404-756-0736, or online at System5electronicsinc.com. That's System5electronicsinc.com.
Yeah, this album is dedicated to all the teachers that told me I never amount to nothing. To all the people that lived above the buildings that I was hustling from, that called the police on me when I was just trying to make some money to feed my daughter. And all the struggle, you know what I'm saying? It's all good, baby. It was all a dream. I used to read.
Welcome back to the Doug Stewart Show. Throwback Thursday. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and give you this information, man, for the biggest fight party for Pacquiao Mayweather in the city of Atlanta. At least we're going to make it that big. All right? We're going to make it that big. So you know what's going down May 2nd, Mayweather versus Pacquiao viewing party at the Tavern Restaurant on Campbellton Road. All right, grab a pencil because I'm going to give you a number here in a second where you can reserve your spot or get a table. So it's at the Tavern Restaurant on Campbellton Road in the Swats, Southwest ATL, 5819 Campbellton Road. $10 pitchers, $5 seafood baskets, which they catfish nuggets are tremendous, I've heard. $20 at the door, cash only. Right. They old school in the SWATs. Cash money. Don't bring no plastic. Don't bring no check. Don't bring nothing like that. We need to see cash money at the door for you to get in to see Pacquiao Mayweather. All right. You can buy tables for $25, and you can also buy a table for $75. Obviously, you'll get more seats at the table. So if you want to go ahead and reserve your spot, because the place isn't super, super big, it's nice, it's comfy, it's cozy, a ton of TVs. It's going to be a great, great experience, all right? The Doug Stewart Show is hosting a fight party. It's hosting a fight party at the Tavern Restaurant on May 2nd, Pacquiao Mayweather. If you want to get your tickets in advance to get in or to buy a table, give them a call at 678-904-7041. And you have to tell them that the Doug Stewart Show told you to call. 678-904-7041. If you don't tell them that the Doug Stewart Show is where you heard this from, then you're not going to get this price that I'm telling you right now, $25 and $75. All right? $20 in the door, all right, at the door, which is probably going to be sold out, way in advance. We're a month away right now, or a little bit less than a month away. So this thing is going to sell out. If you're looking for a place to watch the fight around other sports fans, hang out with the Doug Stewart Show, me, Tree, Waterhead, Walter, my folks at the Tavern Restaurant, get your tickets at 678-904-7041. That's 678-904-74 or 7041. That's 7041. All right, 404-382-0338. Let me read more of this chat from Nino. The Rhino, golf is too expensive. It is very expensive, man. I'm not mad at anybody that doesn't want to take the sport up because it's just an average, everyday working Joe. It'll be tough. They can do it, but it'll be tough. J-Rob, man, HBCU's got to have some black golfers. A ton of great HBCU golfers out there. Once again, it's political, and you got to have money. You got to have sponsorships. You already have to have ready sponsorships, like your own business, to play professional golf. Al the Bandit, golf bucket list. Stewie's, if you ever get the chance, you have to visit Augusta National. Do view just how immaculate it is. TV does not do the course justice. I was there to watch a practice round before the Masters, and what you can't see is how narrow the fairways are, how sloped the fairways are, and the greens are. And I will bet you all my apples you can't find a weed on the course anywhere. It's breathtaking. Yeah. Golf etiquette, golf culture is you kind of rate how good the course is by the layout and also how pristine it is as far as the grass, it's cut. Does it have any weeds? Does it have any burn patches or anything like that? And that's what Augusta National is. And that's what a lot of these major tournaments at these major golf courses are. Is the golf courses like you can eat off the ground. Like seriously, the greens are like at Eastlake. I told you earlier, you're listening to the Doug Stewart Show. I played Eastlake probably 3 or 4 times. And the greens are literally like a table. Like they're so slick and they're pressed down so slick. And I mean, it's just like hitting off a glass table. It's crazy. From Thorny Switch, sure do, Vince. My mom and bro went to HBCU, seen it firsthand. Vince right, most HBCU teams are white. Foreign players take those scholarships. It's funny. It's actually not funny. It's actually depressing, if you ask me, that a lot of the golf players at a lot of HBCUs in this country are not African-American. I mean, I'm all for equal opportunity for anybody, but damn, at an HBCU, it seems like there's no black players that play golf at HBCUs anymore. When I was in school, I told you earlier about my frat brother was a fantastic player. He was a black guy, and he won like the National Golf Black Tournament or Association or whatever, HBCU players a couple of years in a row. But that's definitely not the case anymore, man. That's definitely not the case. Coach Bill Royals, Texas Tie, up in Detroit, we have 2 public schools with golf teams, but all the suburban golf schools have teams. Yeah, I will say this. In Atlanta, Atlanta is just there's a lot of well-to-do black people in Atlanta, to say the least. And golf is much more played by younger people in this city than I can think of anywhere else. Now, I'm here every day. I mean, I live here. But just the attitude towards golf, and there's a lot of golf camps around. As a matter of fact, yesterday when me and my brother played, there was a golf camp going out there, and the whole group was nothing but little black kids. And you see that everywhere. Not so much where I'm from, in my hometown, in the area where I grew up from. And I haven't heard that conversation with a lot of other places. You know, Atlanta is ultra progressive. There's a lot of ninjas here with money, and so it's kind of the cool thing to do. And I see it everywhere I go all summer long. I'll see these little golf camps, and the majority of the golf camps, a lot of times, based on the courses you go to, are nothing like little black kids, and that's just wonderful. That's tremendous. That ninja, to keep it simple, the PGA has a process that eliminates participation done purposely, of course. Let me go ahead and grab a call. Caller, thanks for calling the Doug Stewart Show. What's your name? Where you calling from? What you want to talk about?
What up, D?
What up?
What's going
up?
on?
What up? Who's this? Vern from Jersey?
Oh, you know it's me, baby. Come on, man.
What's up, Vern?
No, hey, I was trying to tell you, man. You got to read between the lines. You know, sometimes these phones make mistakes. They take walk-ins, man. You get in there quicker with a walk-in than an appointment sometimes.
Yeah, okay.
I've been to the Apple store about 5 or 6 times, man, you know. So, you know, it ain't nothing easy. You just go on up there, tell them you Doug Stewart, and I'll pass the word that, you know, you big time. So
oh, okay.
You get up there,
they already looking for me. You already put the call in for me, huh, Vern?
I'm going to do that. It's before you get off the show, man. So which one you going to? You going to Linux or you going to Summer?
I'm going to have to go to Linux, man, I guess.
Oh, okay, yeah, I call up there. I know a girl up there, man. So, you know, it'll all be good. It's, you know what I'm saying? But, man, that Vince got a nice little spread on that golf course, huh?
Yeah,
you know,
man.
Shoot, if your father-in-law needs landscaping, I got about 10 Mexicans I'll ship out there. You know, just tell them to make the check out to me and just feed them good, all right? And with that, I'm gone.
Yeah, appreciate the call, Vern. And that wasn't necessary, Vern. That just wasn't necessary. 404-382-0338 is the number to the show. Tree, jump on. Can we ban Vern for a week? And Tree, are you there? Can we ban Vern for a week, Tree? Tree, jump on the microphone right there.
I am very concerned for Vernon.
I know we can't technically get him off the chat, but that was just too much. That was just out of pocket. I mean, we're all inclusive here on the Doug Stewart Show. Now, a lot of the issues are black-centric because I'm black as hell, but we love everybody. And Vern he's a line stepper. He's a habitual line stepper.
Calm down. He's medicated. Could you not hear it in his voice?
Oh, he's drunk? Is that what you're trying to say? Is the politically correct way you're trying to say is Vern's drunk at 11 o'clock in the morning? Huh?
It's noon.
We got to figure out something for Vern. We have to figure out something for Vern because he's an habitual line stepper.
Okay. We'll work on it.
What are we going to do about Vern?
You need to really listen. It's just not.
Something has to be done about Vern. Curse it, Vern. Curse it. Oh, I hate to go out on the show like that, man. Just hurling around racial innuendo. They don't all work on yards, Vern. They don't all work on yards. Stop it. We're all inclusive on the Doug Stewart Show. Damn you, Vern. Damn you. All right, man. I hate to end the show off on a note like that, but we got to end the show. I got to go see a man about a horse and about my phone. Pass the word on the show, man. Continue to tell people about the Doug Stewart Show. I really would appreciate it. Don't tell people like Vern, though, man. Thank you, Tree, for all that you did today. Waterhead Walter, thank you. Dwayne Passon, Gerald Oliveri, thank you guys for making this show happen. Shout Shouts out to all of the Stewies, man. I apologize to all of my Mexican brothers that are listening to the show right now. For Vern. That was Vern. It wasn't me. That was Vern. We'll do it again tomorrow. Same Doug Stewart time, same Doug Stewart channel. Peace.